This is going to be the dream. Sailing on water and living on water.
Doesn't get better than that, does it?
Mark and Holly are about to make their aquatic life permanent by building a single-storey, one-bedroom house that will float on water near the Sussex town of Chichester. Mark and Holly need a team who are used to getting cutting-edge designs past the planners. They've turned to award-winning architect Richard Coots and float home builder Jeremy Wheeler Ireland.
This type of home hasn't been built in the UK before, so there are going to be a few challenges to this. One, which will be planning. We're going to need to talk to building control. We'll do that in liaison with Jeremy's team so that what we're sketching is buildable. And then, ultimately, our role is to try and make this look beautiful for you.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Mark and Holly now need somewhere to anchor their dream floating home. They were lucky enough to inherit this residential mooring from family on a closed-off canal leading to Chichester Marina, part of a small community of 31 floating homes. With limited work access at the marina, the house must be built on dry land. And to add to the constraints, it can't be any bigger than the size of the lorry that will eventually bring it to its mooring. Back at his yard in Newhaven, Jeremy starts work on the superstructure base that will sit on top of the float. In Newhaven on the Sussex coast, builder Jeremy has just finished Mark and Holly's floating home right on schedule. Next, he must truck it 50 miles to Chichester, where it'll be joined to its foundations that are already in the water.
It's going to look magnificent once it's in situ, in the sunshine, showing off in all its glory.
You have certainly made a statement. How you doing?
What do you think?
Big smiles. I mean, unbelievable. I am genuinely surprised.
It's exceeded all our expectations.
Doesn't look like you've put some kind of 21st century design into a beautiful British marina setting. It fits. Mark and Holly's floating masterpiece is made up of 3 distinct areas. A kitchen and dining space leads on to their living room with large sliding windows. At the other end of the house is their bedroom. And topping the whole thing off, a roof deck with 360-degree views. The ceiling just goes, whoa, and creates such a big space.
Well, we wanted to keep that whole open feel to it.
It's not like walking onto a boat, is it? You step onto even a big boat, you go, ooh.
Moves fairly immediately.
Yeah, but it is moving because, I mean, if you use the window as a level, it is very slightly going up and down, isn't it?
It's all very gentle, just a little bit of a lilt here and there that's, I think, delightful.
Quite therapeutic. This was absolutely top of your list. It keeps going. It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
So we can just sit on the sofa and look out. It really works.
It really does work. 50 miles west of London, the River Medway flows through the heart of rural Kent. The area is rich in history, with a skyline dominated by the 12th century Rochester Castle. It's in this idyllic corner of southeast England that Justine and Lee Oakley are about to change their lives and build a unique waterborne house.
Last year I decided I fancied a career change, and a friend suggested to me that I looked at running a B&B.
And she came up with a houseboat, so, of all things.
Once we got the idea of a houseboat, that was it.
That
We
was
were
it.
sold
Booked.
on it. So
Sold.
some way, one way or another, we were going to be living on a houseboat.
Actually, at the moment, it's more of a 98-foot hulk of rust. This 60-year-old boat hull was originally used to ship steel. Today, well, it's a skip. Yet Justine's hoping to transform it into a luxury 4-bedroom home.
When I saw it, I thought this is far too big. But
But I also like the idea of actually being able to design and build from scratch was what was really appealing.
Nick's plan is to transform Aventa into a spacious 4-bedroom floating home. Downstairs, off a corridor running along the length of the boat's hull, the first 2 bedrooms will share a bathroom, perfect for when friends and family come to visit. Past another guest room is the spacious master bedroom. Light will stream through modern portholes. A beautiful ensuite bathroom will be large enough for a full-size bath. They plan to build a totally new upper level that'll be the heart of the home. Flooded with light, it'll be warm and inviting with a wood-burning stove. It'll also house a dining area and a modern kitchen. The centrepiece will be Justine's pride and joy, an oil-fired oven that'll also heat the home and the water. The house will be topped off with sun decks, at the front, on the roof, and at the back. The total budget for the 2,325 square foot build is around 300 grand. The entire construction will take place on the river, where the tide drops by a huge 16 feet, twice a day, of course, and at the end of a long, narrow walkway. The first job head builder Joe must tackle is installing the 9 massive 500-pound steel beams. Ahoy there! Hello! Hi Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Justine, you are looking so relaxed.
Right.
Unbelievable. Now, either that means this has gone incredibly well,
Yeah.
or you are just so relieved it's over. I mean, just what a transformation there when you just walk up the pontoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
a
is.
floating skip.
Can I have a look inside?
Yeah.
Oh, my word. What an entrance. Justine and Lee have created something really special with 4 bedrooms and a huge open-plan kitchen and living area. It's a home to be proud of. Oh, this is properly welcoming, isn't it? Oh, that is very cool. Very, very cool. Lovely with the stairs with the lights underneath as well. What a nice touch. On this level, 3 well-appointed guest bedrooms and 2 very modern ensuite bathrooms. And of course, Justine and Lee's master bedroom suite. Again, it's massive. Yeah. It's massive.
It is indeed. We've got a walk-in wardrobe and the ensuite bathroom and a lot of space.
The town of Moordrecht lies at the heart of canal country, 37 miles south of the capital city, Amsterdam. Lydia de Boerde and Wout Meppelink have enjoyed life on the water here for over 30 years.
We have had such a nice life here. Living on the water is so much more fun. Our children grew up here. They would swim in the canal.
They live on this 100-year-old steamer, but have decided it's time to swap it for a modern floating home. Wout has dreamt of designing his own floating home for over 30 years. He's been whittling away the hours in his workshop, making a scale model of the home he wants to live in.
This is where we planned the kitchen. And then we would beside the kitchen that we can look through that window. And we can also open this window here.
He's taking his model to one of Holland's biggest float home builders. It's a challenge for veteran floating home builder Willem Visser to build their perfect home.
You see downstairs, upstairs, workshop.
Okay,
Oh, this looks nice.
If you're happy with the drawing, we can start now.
250 miles across the North Sea in the Netherlands, Willem's team is hard at work building Wout and Lydia's spectacular floating home at this vast dockside factory in Urk. In Holland, after 6 months of hard work, Wout and Lydia's floating home is finally ready to make the 93-mile voyage to its mooring. 2 months later, and with their old ship in the scrapyard, Wout and Lydia's striking floating home is complete.
We were very lucky because everything went well. More and more every day I get a feeling of, yeah, it's really done. We can relax.
Boasting 10 rooms across 2 floors, it has all the features of a home built on land and more. Upstairs is the spectacular open-plan living area. The floor-to-ceiling windows offer panoramic views across the river and countryside. Outside, a party deck is all set for summer fun when the clouds blow away.
So this is the dreaming coming true, because in the old boat we weren't able to sit outside. Here we just enjoy the nice weather.
It's one of the most beautiful places you can imagine.
In the basement are the sleeping areas and Wout's workshop.
This is our new floating home. It turned out exactly the way we wanted.
The open-plan kitchen is minimalist, modern and practical. The kitchen flows seamlessly into the living and dining area.
When I'm cooking, I can just be with the family and Wout to talk.
A walkway runs along the full length of the floating home.
This is unbelievable.
This is the first time I'm walking here.
It doubles as a boat jetty to allow Wout and Lydia instant access to their beautiful rural surroundings.